girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charity Honora. You can call me Lovely Charity or just Love. If you are new here or you're seeing my face for the first time, you are highly welcome. Please don't make it your last. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking by me. Thank you for always watching my videos. I love you all. So in today's video, I'll be airing my view on why are you always running away from yourself. This is solely my opinion and how I'm part of my experiences of what I've experienced so far. And yeah, so that's what we'll be talking about. So if this sounds like what you are interested, please sit back and enjoy the video. Thank you very much. So I would like to understand why you are running away from yourself. Now you need to get in tune with this question. You need to always ask yourself this question. If you're the kind of person that you can't do things if somebody is not with you, you can't go anywhere if you're not with somebody. You are scared of being alone. You are scared of doing things on your own. You're scared of having your own space. You're scared of being just on your own. You love to be attached to people. You get motivated when people motivate you. That's the only time you're motivated to do things. You can't explore on your own. Then you need to start getting in tune with this question. You need to start understanding why you are always running away from yourself. And if you dare understand why you are running away from yourself, in that way you can provide solution for yourself. But here I'm here to help you with few tips, and I'm here to speak about it and air my view on it based on my experience. So I would like you to know that there is nothing as important as loving yourself or as learning to be alone. You came into this world alone and not with anybody. And if there's anything you should learn, is to learn to do things on your own. Now, I want you to understand that in as much as you love getting attached to people, they will not always be there for you. Now, some people are always in a relationship because of the fear to be alone. Some people are scared of leaving that friendship, that toxic friendship. They are scared of leaving their friends. They are scared of just being alone. They don't want to leave their friends, and they know, like you know, that your friends are not the best people for you. You know that they don't even love you that much. But because you don't want to feel lonely, you don't want to feel alone, and whenever you are alone, you feel that you are less important, you feel that you are not worthy of anything good, you feel that you are not doing well for yourself, you feel that people don't just love you. Now that is something that you need to start taking your step back. Start taking your step backwards, because please pardon me if you hear any noise in my background, because until we have a wireless mic, we will always have to endure this noise. Okay, so you have to understand that nobody came to this world alone. Nobody came to this world with you. I mean, you came to this world alone, and until you realize that, you will always know that it is very important for you to learn how to be able to do your things yourself, how to be able to run your errands yourself, how to be able to love yourself without anybody telling you they love you. Just know that you are worth everything. Just know that you are deserving of everything good. So irrespective of the fact that you are scared that, oh my god, if I'm alone, I'm going to feel depressed. You are causing that depression for yourself because you are already scared of being alone. So whenever being alone strikes you, you start feeling depressed immediately. You like to be with people. Do you know that whenever you're always with people, you are being distracted? Do you know that there are moments whereby you need to be alone in order to sharpen your creative mind? Do you know that it is important for you to learn to be alone so that you can be able to think about your life, think about the possible solution for you, think about what else are you going to do, think about what are you doing wrong and what are you doing right, in order to move on, in order to take a greater step in your life, in your career, and every part of you at large. But when you're constantly being with people, you get distracted. You get distracted with so many kind of discussions. You tend to discuss a lot of different things with these people, and you don't focus on yourself. Now I want you to know this. You need to learn to focus on yourself. You need to learn to love yourself irrespective of what people think of you. Now, as long as you are doing the right thing, as long as you are doing things that are morally right, you should always understand this. Now, I know I spoke about this in my last vlog, but you couldn't hear me because I was so down and my voice was quite low and weak. So I decided to make this as a solo video. So there are times whereby I have been in this space before. I've been in this light before, whereby whenever I want to do things. But mine was out of being shy. I was quite shy, so I always like to. Whenever I'm with a particular friend, I stick to that friend. Like I'm always with that friend because whenever I want to go out, I hit her up, please let's go out, let's go hang out, let's go do this, let's go do that. If she's not there, I can't do things on my own. But when things began to go sour, it got done on me that I am alone in this world. I came to this world alone, and in as much as I understand this, I will be able to break boundaries myself. So, but I wasn't able to do this. So, I'm always I always want her to be there in everything that I do, and this affected me so badly because when things got sour in our friendship, there was a lot of things that I couldn't do on my own, and I have to start learning them. Now, it is very very okay for you to learn how to adapt to situations. Now, the reason why you are always scared of being alone is because you are scared of adaptation. You are scared of the new beginning. You are scared to start all over. Starting all over is not bad. Starting again is not bad. Adapting to situations is not bad. And it is only something that you can learn. You can't do it if you are not ready. If you're not ready to relearn what you have learned. You are not ready to unlearn the things that you have learned. You need to be ready to unlearn and relearn. You need to be ready to adapt to situations. The reason why a lot of us fail in our relationships, in our marriages, is because of we are scared of adaptation. We are scared of adapting to the new changes. I may not be an expert in this field, but I can say based on things I have seen, the books I have read, and the experiences I have listened, I am quite a confidential person. A lot of people come to me for confidential details. So, in as much as I may not be a therapist, but I know I have understand what seems and what seems not. So, this is just me telling you that you can do things on your own. You can be yourself. You can love yourself. You can break those boundaries of I don't want to be alone. Hello, you can be alone. Leave that toxic relationship. Leave that toxic friendship. Leave that toxic space. Learn to stay on your own. Learn to live on your own. Learn to enjoy your own space. Learn to enjoy your own hangout. Sometimes you go on a solo hangout so that you can be able to do you know like you can be able to be creative. You can be able to sharpen your creative mind. You can be able to think about the things that you can't even think about when you have noise in your background, when you have a lot of people around you. You guys are discussing a lot of things you can't think. Now, one thing that you always see people who are successful, some people who are successful, they have learned to be able to understand their space. When do you know that when you are in your alone moments, that is when you think the most unimaginable. That is when you think about things that will skyrocket you. I don't know about you, but whenever I'm in my alone moments, I get inspired. I get inspirations of things I should do. I get thoughts about things that I should and should not do. Now, as long as you are an adult, as long as you know the things that are right and the things that are wrong, you should be able to differentiate what you are doing if they are wrong or right, irrespective of the fact that I'm trying to say that you shouldn't care about what people think of you. You should be careful about the things you do because you cannot be doing things that are immoral and you are like, I don't care what society thinks of me. No, 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 no. You need to care about what the society thinks of you. As long as you are doing something immoral, you should be careful. But if you're doing the right thing and you know in your heart of hearts that what you are doing is the right thing, then go ahead and do it. It is your life, and you can only break those. You see those doors that you feel that are closed? It is only you that can open those doors, and by the help of God. So why are you scared of being alone? Why are you scared of your own space? Why are you running away from yourself? Because you know that when you are alone, you are with yourself. You will have a lot of thought. So you don't want it. You don't want to feel that being alone. You don't want that thing. You want to be attached to people. If you're not attached to people, if people don't tell you, oh, you look beautiful, you will tell yourself, oh, I'm not beautiful. If you walk into let's say when you walk into a particular environment and people don't stare at you, or people don't say, oh wow, she looks beautiful, and maybe you are working with your friend and someone says to your friend, oh, you look beautiful, you start feeling less of yourself. So why not sit back? Why not sit on your own space and think, create, reason with yourself? Do you know there are times whereby you need to talk to yourself, like you need to have communications with yourself? I don't know if you understand that, but there are times whereby you really need to communicate with yourself. You need to tell yourself, I don't think what I'm doing is the right thing. You need to tell yourself, what if I do this like this? What if I go this way? Will I achieve my goals? It's not about setting goals. It's not about setting goals and looking for people to motivate you to achieve those goals. It's about motivating yourself. It's about telling yourself the truth. So my dear lovely people, I need you to understand something. I need you to learn to love yourself. I need you to learn to be in tune with yourself. I need you to learn to understand your space. I need you to learn to focus on yourself. I need you to learn to be alone. Learn to be alone. Some of you, you go out of a relationship today, tomorrow you are looking for the next relationship to dive into. You don't want to even heal. You don't want to even get yourself together. You don't even care. You feel that you can't do anything on your own. If you are not attached to somebody, if you don't go into the next relationship, then you can't heal. You are lying to yourself, and that's why you keep feeling. You don't want to think about things. You don't want to take that movement alone. You want to call up a friend all the time. What if those friends are not there? What if things go sour? What if they no longer, they stop being your friend? What will you do? Yes. What will you do? Will you kill yourself? Will you not come out again? Will you keep being inside because they are no longer there? You need to learn to enjoy your space. Learn to enjoy being alone. Learn to have a solo moment. Learn to have your mind moment, my me moment. Learn to have it. Learn to enjoy it. Enjoy it. It is your space. It is you. If you don't love yourself enough to be alone, then you don't love yourself. Because you need to learn that whenever, if I can do this thing on my own, then you can always be there to help people. But all you always want is me. People should always come and be there for you. People should always be there for you. You want to get attached to them. You want them to follow you up. They have their own time. Sometimes they will not have the time to be there for you. Then you start having the mind that, oh, she knows I can't do this alone, and that is why she did not. Hello? What are you thinking? So my dear, I don't want this video to be quite long, so I want you to learn to focus on yourself, focus on your energy. Whenever you are alone, try to think about your life, try to think about the possible things you can do to better yourself. It is good to start improving yourself. Do you know that when you are alone, you learn to improve yourself? You start improving on yourself. It is even sweeter when you start having your alone moments. You start learning new ways to improve yourself, improving your skills, your creative mind, improving your body language, every single thing about you. You start learning how to improve, you start learning how to unlearn, you start learning how to adapt. And that is why most of you don't want to be in any situation. You see the way your life is going. Some of you just want your life to keep going that way. You don't even want anything to come in between. And that is why you are not ready. But whenever you are ready for anything that comes forth, and then you know that you can achieve this thing on your own, you will not be scared. Whatever life throws at you, you will pick up the pieces of your life and move on. And break boundaries and do the things that you want to do. And achieve that goal that you see it is too large for you to achieve alone. There is nothing too impossible for you to achieve. And that is why, I'm sorry I'm going religious this time, and that is why God says that He has given us dominion over principalities and power. He has given us the dominion to take charge of things. So if you can't take charge of things on your own, who will help you do it? That is why you need to pray to your God, pray to God, understand yourself, be aware of your potential. Some of you don't even know your potentials. How will you know your potential when you are always attached to people? When you always want to listen to, you want to see yourself through people's eyes. That is why you don't even know your potentials. You don't know what you can do. You don't know what you cannot do. Because you're not always alone. You don't always enjoy that moment of you trying to understand yourself. When you don't know yourself, how do you want to focus on being you? Every day you want to meet people. How do I do? Can you tell me about myself? Can you tell me how do I look? Please learn to be on your own. Please learn to enjoy your space. Please learn to enjoy every single thing about you, you. I mean you. Learn to. So this is where I'll be ending this vlog today, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope that you start to understand yourself, you start to enjoy your lone moments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.